strive in welfare for. In Pali language, Bodhata Sariya, Siddhara Gorma. To do these two tasks, welfare for others and welfare for relatives and friends, to do these two duty, he must train himself first. Buddha said, Atana mewa patamam patirupe niwesaye, atenya manusa seyana, kiliseya pandito. As a wise man who want to work missionary and ministry together, he must train himself first. He must train himself first. Second, train to other. This is the Buddha, wonderful teacher. My dear brothers and sisters, so number 3, what we have to do? We must train ourselves to be completed with the quality of a missionary man, quality of a ministry man. What are the quality of a missionary in ministry? I don't know what to say any other very deep, very far discourses. All of my dear brothers and sisters, please try to study Metta Sutra, Sekoja, Ujuja, Suhujuja, etc. 14, 1-4. These are quality of a missionary man. These are quality of a ministry. As a missionary man, if he or she want to do the missionary ministry successfully, he must have very wonderful quality. Khandi, tolerant. Without Khandi, it is very difficult to be successful any attempt. I cannot explain here in this very short video ceremony. Whole of my missionary journey through almost 15 years of my missionary. How Nyanesara take this equality, Kanti, etc. in different way. Wonderful. Without Kanti, very difficult to succeed. This morning, from the hotel, come to here, very cold. Without Kanti, I will sleep in the hotel room. Very comfortable. All of our my dear brother, especially Myanmar, a Buddhist monk, especially my friend, Shan State, know what Nyanesra is, he knows. I know about the PA system very well. Well trained and well prepared in my Buddhist conference. Not prepare many times. Be patient. No? Don't shout them, just patient. Kanti, great tolerance is a very powerful tool to be successful in every attempt in missionary and ministry. And second, Uju. As a missionary man or missionary woman, she must be strict, without cunning, strict, verbally strict, bodily strict, mentally strict, very honest, This is very important quality of missionary man. Uju, suhuju. And number 4, suwacha. He or she or as a missionary in ministry worker must be easy to talk, easy to contact. Sometimes some people are very difficult to contact. He will be far away from the successful. Easy to contact. Dr. Masami, Dr. Sugando, Dr. Brahma Pandey, we missionary workers, social workers, each other very easy to contact. Our minister, union minister also very easy to contact. And it will be very easy to open the gateway of a missionary. Suvaja, easy to say, easy to contact. And number 5, Mudu. As a missionary man, ministry worker, he, she must be polite and very subtle, very gentle. Gentleness, subtleness, politeness is very essential quality of the missionary man. Number 6, Nadimani. No proud, no pride, very humble. This is the quality of the missionary. Santoska. In every situation, sometimes transportation is very weak, sometimes accommodation is very uncomfortable, sometimes food, very low quality. We must try to satisfy in any situation. Very easy to overcome any difficulty. Santoska, satisfactory. I hope in this Buddhist University, Dr. Dhammaswami is going to teach his students such a kind of discourse expounded by the Buddha. But traditionally in Burma, this is for just a chanting. Every day, every morning, every evening. Even my brothers are chant, just a chanting only. Take out the essence, how to train ourselves. First, striving welfare for others. Second, striving welfare for our relatives and friends, local family. Third one, striving welfare for ourselves. So this is striving welfare for ourselves. Number 8, Subra. Sometimes, some people, some highest rank minister, officer, etc., very difficult to serve them. For example, hey, give me a hot water. Give him the essay, serve it hot water. But now no more hot. I asked hot water, you gave me hot water, so cold water. So angry, very difficult to serve, give the service. Give me a cold water. But someday our attendants confused, give me hot water. Asking for hot water, give in the cold water. Asking for cold water, give in the hot water. Very difficult to serve. Always angry, never satisfied. Whatever give the service, satisfied, trying to satisfy. In my opinion, satisfaction is real happiness. This is the quality of a missionary man. And then number 9, apakecha. Apakechoja sanahuga odi. All of my dear brothers and sisters, it is not about chance. But we must try to keep on ourselves. Apakecha. We must have very few responsibility for ourselves. Very few responsibility for ourselves. If we have many responsibility ourselves, how to do others' responsibility? This is number 9. Very few responsibility for ourselves. Number 10. Salahuka oti. Our lifestyle must be very light. Sometimes, some people, lifestyle is very heavy. When I was young, I was there's a guy here under the Niskan Siaroji learning the Wisodi Bega and Milina Pinga in English. Siaroji, teach me Wisodi Bega from beginning to the end in English. Milina Panya from beginning to the end. At that time, from Mandalay, one gentleman retired head master of the high school, BAB, DB, etc. Very long line above his name. He ordained temporarily Donglaba in Zagaihe. Whole rainy retreat, 3 months, practice meditation in Zagai. Under the guidance of a CROG. End of a rainy season, the danger. He wanted to go down to the Yangon, very famous meditation center, Mahasi Yeda. He wanted to change. Before his leaving, Saraji want to say hello, how are you, etc. He also ready to depart from Sagai. In those days, Bodogas very rare. Therefore, he prepared with the American Second World War jeep. On this jeep, driver and passenger only, he himself. Behind 2 persons, full of baggages. Many baggages, including the kitchen, including the microwave, many. Bean and napi, etc. So many. Sharo said, hey, Uzenji, where are you going? Now I'm going to meditation center. Going to meditation center? Yes, Bhaiya. And then you are going to Indong Pyong. You are going to change from house to house. Behind you, so many baggages. This is enough for meditator. Very heavy life. So many. We shall be light of our lifestyle. Number 11, Santendriya. Stability of the mind is very important to succeed missionary in ministry. Nipeka, number 12. We must have mature knowledge, mature education. So training center is very important. Number 13, Nabagaba. Our bodily action, verbal action, no wrath, no rude. Must be gentle must be polite. Number 14, Kuli Su Anandu Gaito. This is the most important thing. Kuli Su. Within the family, very few attachment. I would like to openly say, without attachment to the family, some missionary monks, so strong attachment to the mother, to the father, to the sister, to the son Dayagama, so strong attachment. Greedy going back, greedy coming back. Very difficult to be successful in the missionary without attachment. Very few attachment. Kind of attachment to the relatives and mother, father, etc. 14 quality expounded by the Buddha in the discourse of the Metta. But we used to chant every day. Sekoja, Ujuja, Suhujuja, Suwajoja, Samudu, Nadimani. It is not about chanting, but for qualifying. If we have such a kind of a 14 quality, we will be qualifying a missionary monk. So I hope in this Buddhist university, going to try to qualify all our students like this. In this stanza in the very beginning, Buddha said, the Kosa. Myanmar pronunciation, international pronunciation, Seko. Seka means able man, capable man. Swanyi Dati Shire Poku, Pila, strong man. If we have such a kind of a 14 quality, as a missionary monk, we will be the capable missionary monk. So, my dear brothers and sisters, if you want to be successful missionary, you must have such a kind of a 14 quality. Sekoja. Seko means a capable man. My dear brothers and sisters, in my conclusion, training center is very important, not only for the just reading and chanting, but also all of the essence of Buddha's teachings must be keep on the mind, keep on the mind. So missionary and ministry working together. All of our media brothers and sisters, I am very glad, very happy to share my experiential knowledge with you in this evening. May all of you be peaceful and happy forever. May the Buddha said, sublime Dhamma prevail in every corner of the world. Thank you very much.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much, the Most Venerable Sitiku Sayadaw, for your excellent speech on Buddhist university and missionary works, sir. So now we have the excellent gift exchange program. We would like to offer some present gifts to Venerable Sitiku Sayadaw. So, may I also invite Venerable Oxford Sayadaw, Venerable Dr. Masami, to offer some gifts to the Most Venerable Sitiku Sayadaw, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Intern Venerable Siddhiku Sayadaw Phyaji, for sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. This book is offered by Venerable Siddhiku Sayadaw Phyaji. Is total 236 books. So thank you very much, Venerable Siddhiku Sayadaw Phyaji, for once again for your excellent speech. And now we have gifts present to our minister, Usowin. So for this, I would like to invite Venerable Dr. Kamata Masami to come to the stage. And also may I invite our minister, Usowin, to come to the stage to receive the gift, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now, for the second speech, Buddhist contribution towards higher education, past and present. For this seminar and speech, may I respectfully invite the most venerable Professor Dr. Prom Pandit, Venerable Rectors, Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University of Thailand. So please come to the stage and give the speech on Buddhist contribution towards higher education, past and the present. Venerable Sir, Sadhu.
Most Venerable Janisara, respected member of the Sangha, Your Excellency, Minister of Religious Affairs of Myanmar and friends in the Dhamma. I am here to join with you all to offer our moral support to Venerable Dr. Dhammasami and his team for his wholesome effort to set up this Shan State Buddhist University with the support of the Myanmar government and Shan State. I share with the idea of Most Venerable Janisara that this excellent effort of opening Buddhist University should be carried on the other part of this Buddhist land. More than that, I have an idea, my personal conviction that Buddhist education is very important, not only to propagate Buddhism, but also for the survival of Buddhist culture. So, as rector of Mahachulalongkorn Rajavidyalaya University, I personally support the opening of Buddhist university here and there in the world. And here I come to share with you my experience of my, maybe I won't call it a success story, but success and failure in operation of Buddhist University, one of the Buddhist universities in Thailand. And when I was listening to my friend Venerable Janisara, beautiful description of Karaniyametta Sutta, the quality of missionary monks. The question comes to our mind whether missionary work is a part of university's training or not. So to answer this question, I will continue. I will say yes, it is, but how and why? I will try to explain to you here. That is Buddhist contribution to higher education in the term of promotion of Buddhist cultures, not only education and in other aspects. Anyway, because of the time constraint, I have to use PowerPoint because there is a proverb. One picture is worth 1,000 words. It helped me to save my time because I have many things to share with you, but only just 1 hour, not enough time to express my conviction or my understanding to you. And I see this kind of opening ceremony and the construction of the buildings here in SSBU as a good preparation for the Buddhist University, which focus on research. To have a research university operated is not easy one. Many universities want to be research university, focus on research work for MA and BA, PhD degrees, and which is different from teaching university, which diversifies effort in teaching the BA classes. See, you have to find your strength. If you use SWOT analysis, what is strength, what is weakness, what is opportunity, and what is the threat. To analyze your situation, then you will come to the conclusion, what kind of university that you want to start here. And I have heard most verbal, Dr. Dhammasami talk about research university, focus on research, tutorial, methodology, whatever it is. That is for research, writing paper, writing thesis. To that purpose, you have to prepare well. And a proverb is, a job well begun is a job half done. Another thing is that the way we operate our university in Thailand, our Buddhist university, Mahachulalongkorn Rajvidyalaya University, in a modern, modern phase, because this university is more than 100 years old. It developed through many phases. When it came to my hand as rector about almost 20 years ago, I planned for a new chapter, a modern phases of my university. Approximately since we have got recognition, formal recognition from the Thai government in terms of the University Act in the year 1997. So we began the construction project of the present campus, as you can see in the picture. That not only preparation that we have done, what we call to construct buildings is concerned with hardware. What about software? In computer jargon, hardware is about building the concrete objects. What about manpower? What about management? That is software of operation of this great learning center. So the same thing, the same question came to our minds when we start constructing our present campus in Wang Noi, Ayutthaya. What next after we complete our construction project of the buildings? So our experience will help you to understand our difficulty. Before I go to that, I emphasize another kind of preparation again. I quote here Abraham Lincoln, former president of the United States. He said about the preparation for great works. He said, I quote, "Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree. I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." The preparatory period is very significant. That's why I would like to support Venerable Dr. Dhammasami for your preparation period in terms of hardware, software, manpower, whatever it is. That's why I quote it especially for you. Not in a hurry to start the course, the teaching, or whatever it is, before you are ready. 6 hours for cutting down a tree, you spend now like 4 hours for sharpening the instrument. I agree with you for that. So to give you example of failure and success and failure in my capacity as director of MCU, Mahajula University, in short is MCU. Although our university fortunately supported by King's government and the Thai people, but it is not without some kinds of problems. To help you understand the background of our university, I would say that historically our university set up by King Chulalongkorn in the year 1887. The purpose of founding this university in His Majesty was to provide Tripitaka studies, study of Tripitaka studies and higher education for monks and lay people. When the question raised later on whether MCU should admit lay people to study in our university or not, we said, why not? Because the founder of university, King Chulalongkorn, wanted lay people to join our university. So no objection from the public since then. Because it was intention of the founder, the king, 100 years ago, that monks should provide Buddhist education to the society, either for the sake of knowledge or propagation of Buddhism, missionary works, or whatever it is, in His Majesty's mind. So that's why we diversify our effort, not only to provide education, Buddhist education to monks, but also to lay people nowadays. This started 100 years ago. The policy laid down by the founder, the king. However, our monks were not ready to operate a Buddhist university in a modern form. So they taught Pali studies only, without secular subjects found in higher education in modern university. So it remained to be the traditional center of Pali study for 60 years before we turned our university to be a full-fledged university in a modern form. That's why we set up the first faculty of Buddhist studies in 1950, about 60 years ago, more than 60 years ago, that we started a program in Buddhist studies in a modern form of university since then. Then in 1997, that is 20 years ago, Thai government passed an act or enact the act of Mahachulalongkorn Rachvidyaya University in 1997. This is the latest phase of our development. It become in section 7 of the act. This university is a public or state university. Enable us to teach and issue the degrees for our students from BA up to PhD with the full recognition from the government, Thai government and other institutes in the world. Now I come to answer the question whether missionary works or ministry work is a part of our university or not. We look into section 6 of our University Act. The objectives of university prescribed in the act like this. I quote, you can look at the screen. The university is the institute of education and research with the objectives to provide education, research, to give academic service. See? Service, your words, Venerable Yanisra. It is objectives, one of the objectives of university, this university, MCU, to provide not only education, research, but also to give academic service to society. And also to foster and maintain the art and culture. We interpret that for any university in the world or even in Thailand, especially in Thailand, we have 4 objectives. Traditionally, other universities in the world have 3 objectives. But in our university, we have 4. Why 4? I will explain to you. The diagram here shows that teaching is one of its objectives. Research. And the third mission depends that activities, whether it is for social service or just immerse your student and professor in society or help to develop the nation, whatever it is. The third mission is left for the university to have special characteristics. What would it be for missionary work? It would be here, the third one. But all the universities in the world have to teach, especially for the undergraduate level. It's a teaching university. For postgraduate level, they have to encourage to do research. So in my country, some universities are opt to be teaching university, like Ratchapat. Most of Ratchapat University in Thailand, they focus on teaching. Whereas the leading university, or some university like NIDA in Thailand, focus on postgraduate course for research only. It's research university. But our university, MCU, is a mix. For the professional branches, we focus on teaching undergraduate level. At the headquarters at Wang Noi in Bangkok, we focus on research. Like we set up International Buddhist Study College for research works. So this is a mixture of the missions in our university. Why? I will explain to you. What about the third mission? It depends on the characteristic of the university. Like a medical university like Mahidol, they focus on giving service, medical service to society. What about our university, Buddhist University? Missionary works, ministry works is our focus in the third and fourth mission. So, before I go to our university, I told you that to be prudential, we have to do some kinds of research. What about the ancient university, Buddhist university in the ancient time? What did they do? Like Nalanda University. I set up a committee to do research on rise and fall of Nalanda University in the ancient time in India. It comes with the report to me before I form a vision or philosophy of my university. That is 20 years ago. So I assigned a team led by my deputy director for academic affairs, Prasri Kampirayan, to be exactly, to do this job and report to me why Narantha succeeded and why it failed. The success story you can find from many literatures. But the problem of Naranda is that it became an island of scholars within the compound without much work on social service or missionary works. It was written that when Naranda was burnt down, the villagers around the campus joined the hand of the robbers to destroy our learning center. This is a painful account. Why not the people have to protect the villagers surrounding Naranda University, have to protect our learning institution? Why they join hands with the invader to loot the properties of the university? I think this is the question raised by a scholar, and I ask myself. I don't know the answer, but I think one thing is that university should do the social service for society to propagate our religion. More than that, our center of learning should not be one and only one, only in one place. We should set up branches to help each other. So, I quote again. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistake of others. The mistakes of others can be our guideline. The reason that we can learn from Nalanda can help us shape our vision and to plan for our operation. So, instead of focusing our effort only in the headquarters in one place, I diversify my university effort to set up 10 campuses around the country and join hands to work together. Not to move the monks, students and lay people from up country to study just at the headquarters in Bangkok. 10 branches. 15 colleges throughout the country. Right now we have 20 extended classroom and academic center in other provinces. So altogether we have 45 branches, including the headquarters here and there, to set up a network of university. And we have our partnership outside Thailand. We call affiliated institute. We open our class for MA and BA degrees in Taiwan, in Taiwan, in South Korea, Singapore, one in Kandy, Sri Lanka, and for PhD degree in Hungary. And we have Dhammasami to be our visiting professor there. So that is the reason that we draw from experience of Naranda. We should have more branches here and there. At Sitaku, a brother in Yangon and others. Now, from what we learned from the past experience, we summarize the gist of the functions of our university. May be different from others. Number one, no doubt, is about teaching, provide education to stakeholders. Don't forget the stakeholder, the society that invests money to build the building. For what purpose? To provide education to young generation, our population. At least we have to provide education for them. And for a deep knowledge, we need research. We have to set up the research institute or whatever in our university to have research as a part of education in postgraduate level. Number three, we have to train our monks to do academic service. That is service, social service with the support of research and education in the classroom. To take academic service as a part of the curriculum. Believe it or not, our monk students spend 4 years in classes, 4 years for BA classes, but they are not eligible to receive the degree after the completion of 4-year course. They have to go out to do academic service and to propagate Buddhism for 1 whole year before coming back together and receive the degree from Sangharaja. So for the Thai student, it means 5-year courses for BA. But for the foreigner, like from Myanmar, they spend 4 years with us and return to Myanmar to do academic service, social service, whatever it is. So the 1 year for training them in ministry works and missionary works to serve society. Come to learn, live to serve is our aim. So right now we have about 25,000 students working for BA, MA, and PhD. Out of this number, about 30 or 40% of our students are lay people. Lay people have to do the social works also for 300 hours. This answers the question whether missionary works or ministry work is a part of university training or not. I say yes. It's one of the 4 functions of our university. Number one is teaching, number two is research, doing research, number three, academic service, and number four, promotion of Buddhist culture, that is propagation of Buddhism. We come to, after we have tried and error, we discover our own philosophy. In 2007, now it become the guideline of our university. It's a kind of a vision. That means this university, our university, is to provide Buddhist studies integrated into modern science for the purpose of mental and social development. You will see, okay, Tripitaka studies are there. Focus on Tripitaka study. By applying the Buddha teaching to modern science. So the monks have to study the modern subjects like English language, Buddhist psychology, even the political science, education, for the purpose of development of mind and society. So monks and lay people cannot just study, but they have to study with intention to return to society for development. Why we have to study modern science? I quote Albert Einstein. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. What he means, you just try to think about it. Science and religion go together. For our student to be a complete person, we have to learn